What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my Blue Eyes deck profile for the February 5th, 2018 Banlist. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and of course guys, as I progress the deck profile, I'll be explaining to you guys on my card choices and the reasons why I play them. And you guys all know that this format right now, the format that we're currently playing in the February 5th, 2018 format, the format is literally defined by Trick Stars and Pendulums, but Pendulums are the most dominant deck right now, and it's going to be the most played deck this format, hands down, because it's the best deck. You guys don't know how powerful Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is, so literally I built this deck to be the most anti-pendulum as possible, especially going first. Like, I want to try to bring out Blue Eye Spirit Dragon as quickly as possible and try to protect Blue Eye Spirit Dragon so that way that my opponent cannot basically pendulum summon more than 2 monsters. So that's what's really good about Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, is that like once it comes out, your opponent cannot mass summon pendulum monsters. So this effect literally slows down pendulum, so they have to make awkward plays and things like that to actually try to get around Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. But anyways, but if the deck can go off, the deck can go off, and it's absolutely insane. This format is a die roll format, so I always want to go first with this Blue Eye specific build that I'm going to be showcasing you guys. By the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Sage playmat today. I'll leave a link in the description box below to get your Sage playmat. I do free shipping to Canada, USA. International shipping may cost extra, and of course these mats have link zones. So for those of you who are huge Blue Eyes fans and huge fan of the channel, and you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Sage playmat today. I'll leave a link in the description box below. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. Anyway, the very standard, you're going to play triple Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. This card is the heart and soul of the deck. Reveal Blue Eyes in your hand, special summon this card from your hand, and then basically once per turn you can target one face-up of a monster on the field and destroy it, which is really awesome. So start up with a monster, triple Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon. And next off, you're going to play, of course, triple Blue Eyes White Dragon. This card is very standard. If you ever play less than 3 Blue Eyes, it's the biggest insult to Kaiba. Okay, you're never going to play less than 3 of these. Next off, guys, this card is one of the best cards in the deck, hands down, is double Dragon Spirit of White. This card is actually very, very important in this specific build. If you can set up Blue Eye Spirit Dragon with this card in your graveyard with Silver's Cry set, you literally have an amazing board, because anytime your opponent would activate a pendulum scale or things like that, you can activate Silver's Cry, bring this card, banish your opponent's scale, which is really amazing. And so this is why Dragon Spirit of White is actually really important in this format, because the amount of pendulum scales, and you don't want to be destroying scales with cards like Twin Twister, because then they can trigger off Astrograph's effect, and you don't want that to happen. So Dragon Spirit of White, instead of destroying, it banishes, which is really, really powerful. So Dragon Spirit of White is definitely a must-have in the deck, and you guys all know you can tag out, especially when the Blue Eyes from your hand, which is really good. Next off, for your level 1s, we're going to play, of course, triple Sage with Eyes of Blue. The card's really amazing. Helps you get access to the White Stone of Ancients directly from the deck to the hand, and you actually want to open up this card as quickly as possible, so that way that you have a tuner to get access into your Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. And then to accompany the Sage, you're going to play triple the White Stone of Ancients. Very, very standard. In the graveyard effect is just really amazing. To banish yourself, to retrieve a Blue Eyes from your graveyard back into your hand, you can retrieve back Dragon Spirit of White, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, which is really amazing. And this card is sent to the graveyard during the end phase. You basically get a special summon a Blue Eyes monster directly from the deck. So you can special summon Blue Eyes, which is a 3k beater, or you can special summon a Dragon Spirit of White to help get rid of problematic back rolls or problematic scales. Of course, the 1 White Stone Legend. I love this ratio, the 3-3-1 ratio. White Stone Legend is really good. You can discard it to the graveyard with cards like Cards of Consonance or cards like Melody of the Awakening Dragons. Search your Blue Eyes and then activate the White Stone Legend to basically search another Blue Eyes directly from the deck to your hand. So that way you can just increase your hand size, which is really good. So 3 Sage, 3 White Stone of Ancients, and of course the 1 White Stone of Legend. And one more card that I'm playing in the deck is 1 Effect Veiler, actually. Effect Veiler is actually really good in this deck, because you can just summon Sage, search the Effect Veiler if you already have the White Stone of Ancients in your hand to use as discard outlet for Melody of Awakening Dragons. So having the Effect Veiler is actually really handy. It's really good against Electromite, which Effect Veiler is just very versatile in this format, in my personal opinion. So definitely, guys, the 1 Effect Veiler. Spell's really important, guys. Triple Melody of the Awakening Dragons. This card is the best card in the deck, the best spell card in the deck, hands down, because it gets you access to Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon directly, and you can also pitch your stones to the graveyard to trigger off their effects. And also, if you are playing against Blue Eyes for the very first time, if you're watching this video, this is the card to Ash. Like, you always want to Ash this card. It's either you Ash the Pot of Desires or you Ash the Melody of the Awakening Dragons. Once you Ash the Melody of the Awakening Dragons, I feel like total crap, man. It's like, it hurts. It hurts so much. So you want to Ash the Melody of Awakening Dragon. So triple the Searcher. And for more search cards, you're playing double Dragon Shrine. I want to send Blue Eyes I want to send Dragon Spirit of White to the graveyard as quickly as possible, so that way that I can combo out with Silver's Cry, and having a face-up Blue Eye Spirit Dragon with set Silver's Cry with the, you know, Dragon Spirit White in the graveyard is just absolutely devastating against the Pendulum player. Now off to your draw power, you're going to play triple trade-in. You want to dig through your deck as quickly as possible. And this is also another card that sends Dragon Spirit White from your hand to the graveyard, which is really good, and also helps you dig deeper into your deck to see the combo pieces that you need. And the one card of Consonance to send your tuners to the graveyard, which is really good. So you summon Sage, search the White Stone Ancient or the White Stone Legend, activate cards of Consonance, draw 2 cards. Really good. And then, you know, double Pot of Desires. You're playing 3 of each and every single copy of a card. You're not going to be banishing 3 Blue Eyes. I have to explain this in all my deck profiles because not a lot of you seem to understand how powerful +1s are in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This card is literally a pot of greed, okay? It doesn't matter if you banish 10 cards in your deck. Those 10 cards in your deck are not going to do you any different if you don't have them in your hand. Pot of Desires, you actually just want to help you dig deeper into your deck for your trap cards, which I'll explain the trap cards in the trap card lineup. And it's one of the cards that you want to activate last. So you want to search everything first, then activate Pot of Desires last. But if, you know, this card is the only draw power in your hand, you want to activate Pot of Desires because it's essentially a +1, man. It's so good. It's too good not to play. So 5 draw cards in the main deck. Next off are your revival spells. You're going to play, of course, triple Return of the Dragon Lords. Card's absolutely insane. Not only does it revive back your Blue Eyes from your graveyard, or it can revive back Crystal Wing or any level 8 Synchro monsters from your graveyard, but it's a protection card. So whenever a Blue Eyes monster be destroyed by battle or by card effect, or any dragon be destroyed by cards or effects, you can just banish this card from your graveyard to protect your dragon monsters, which is really amazing. And next one to play is triple Silver's Cry. This may seem a little bit excessive, but you actually just want to see this card in your hand as quickly as possible. Not only are these cards extenders, but cards like Silver's Cry help protect you against the Pendulum matchup. What I mean by this is that if you have a face-up Spirit Dragon on the board, and you have a Dragon Spirit White in the graveyard, what you want to try to do is that you want to use Silver's Cry on your opponent's turn, so that way you can activate Dragon Spirit White to banish problematic scales. So I actually just want to see this card as quickly as possible. You can banish a scale at the correct time. You can literally just end your opponent's pendulum. Like, you can literally just end your opponent's turn, which is insane. And you're also playing Pot of Desires in deck to help you dig deeper into your deck to see Silver's Cry. So Silver's Cry is just really good against pendulum matchup. It's just a really reactive card with Dragon Spirit White on your opponent's turn, which you just want to see this card as quickly as possible. The one Monster Reborn, wow, guys. I'm so glad Monster Reborn is back. It's so good in Blue Eyes. We literally have an extra revival card that we can use now. But so the one Monster Reborn, and last but not least, Skill Charge. You know, you activate this card in Blue Eyes, you win the game. So that's pretty much it, guys, for your revival spells. Let's go off to your traps. As I said before, guys, this deck is a going first deck. So I want to play triple Anti-Swirl Fragrance. Literally, guys, in the Pendulum matchup, they have no out to Anti-Swirl Fragrance. They have no out unless they go Purple Poison Crash. If you're a smart Blue Eyes player, you're obviously going to special in Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon in defense mode. It's a 3K booty. So they can't basically destroy their own Purple Poison with anything, and they can't activate anything in the scale. So if you flip Anti-Swirl Fragrance against them, you're winning the duel, man. I said before, this deck is a going first deck. I want to go first as much as possible. I try to make this deck to go first as possible. It's a die roll format. Everyone wants to go first. So definitely against the Pendulum matchup, I have the upper advantage if I draw into the Anti-Swirl Fragrance. I also have 5 draw cards in the deck, which can help me dig deeper into the deck to see the Anti-Swirl Fragrance. Card's absolutely a blowout card. 1 Solemn Warning, and last but not least, the 1 Solemn Judgment. Oh my goodness, guys. Solemn Judgment, really, really powerful. And you guys all know how Solemn Warning is. So that's pretty much it for the traps. Playing 5 traps in the deck. These traps are just really, really powerful in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Overall. So that's pretty much for the main deck. Let's go off into your side deck. Side deck, very personal preference. You're going to play cards like Ash Blossom, Double Chaos Hunter. These cards are just really good against Trick Stars, which is, these cards are just really powerful against Trick Stars. Chaos Hunter is really good against the 60 card decks. Twin Twisters, Magical Spring, really powerful card against the Pendulum match. Triple Limley match, and last but not least, triple D barrier. Going first against Pendulum matchup, you have Spirit Dragon, activate D barrier, flip call Pendulums, and then they just literally pass their turn. This card is like a really powerful card against that matchup. Evenly match is really good against Rogue or any decks like Paleozoics, and also decks like True Dracos, which is really awesome. Side deck is always up to personal preference, guys. So that's pretty much for the side. Let's go up to the extra deck. For the extra deck, I play cards like Double Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, really powerful card. It's one of the cards that you want to bring out as quickly as possible. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time, so this card literally slows down Pendulums. They have to make awkward plays to try to get rid of this card. But if you have this card with a Silver's Cry and also Dragon Spirit White in the graveyard, your opponent is going to be having a hard time to actually beat over that, which is really good. And especially open up the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon with Anti-Swirl Fragrance, auto win. So really good. double Azure Eyes. If your Blue Eye Spirit Dragon lives, you tag this card out during the end phase, bring out Azure Eyes, and then next turn proceed to OTK your opponent by reviving cards like Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, the graveyard to banish the scale, and then just apply a lot of pressure on the board. One Crystal Wing Single Dragon and one Ancient Fairy Dragon. What you do with this combo is that you can go Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, tag out, bring Ancient Fairy, activate Ancient Fairy Dragon effect to special summon level 1 tuner in your hand. With the level 1 tuner Ancient Fairy Dragon, make a Crystal Wing Single Dragon. One Moonlight, really good. One Starter Spark, one Galaxy Eyes Armor Photon Dragon, Titanic Galaxy, Dark Matter, Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade Dragon. This card is a Trident. Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. What you do is that, so you go Cypher Dragon, overlay for full armor, pop a face-up card, and then over the full armor, you overlay for Cypher Blade, pop another card. So you pop 2 cards in one turn, which is absolutely crazy. And last but not least, for your Link monsters that you can have access to is cards like Decode Talker, which is really awesome, and cards like Skull Dread, which is really good. If you have access to Skull Dread, you can just potentially draw 4 cards, draw into your revival spells, and then just OTK your opponent. So if you have, these are just really good cards you can have access to, but most of the time you're just going to be OTKing your opponent with Blue Eyes Monster anyway. So that's pretty much for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section below. I love this deck with a passion, 100%, guys. If you guys definitely love Blue Eyes, I would recommend you guys playing this deck. This deck is a going first build, guys. So you know what? I want to try to win the die roll. If you guys made it to the end of the video, hashtag Blue Eyes Master Race in the comment section below right now. I love you guys. If you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys back me on Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description box below. That's where you guys can get fantastic rewards. That'll be really crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section below. What I'm trying to do with this deck is try to go first, set up Blue Eye Spirit Dragon with either anti-spell or with a Silver's Cry with a Dragon Spirit of White in the graveyard, which is insane. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Sam from Team Channel. Sam signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a key with it. Like no, this league business.